What up, YouTube? This is 360K and I'm coming at you with a video about pomades. Yes, the one subject I haven't yet to talk about. Today we're going to talk about two types of pomades. And I'm going to bring up two different pomades, or maybe even more than that, just to give you more of an example. How many pomades are out there, and how many pomades you should know about as a waver. Let's get started. I just got a fresh cut. I was woofing for 5 weeks. I said I was going to go 6, but, you know, I didn't feel like going 6. But this time I'm going to be dedicated, get my trims up. I usually woof without any trims, keep in mind. Other people, they'll trim their hair after a week. No, not a week. Like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or maybe even a month. But I went straight 5 weeks, no trim. Just shape up, no taper, no nothing. My hair was looking crazy. So before I really get started on this video, let me lock the door and wash my hands. But mostly lock the door so nobody sneak up on you, boy. Alright, I'm back, don't go nowhere. First, let me show you my results, alright? Pretty good cut if you ask me. Alright? Got a little taper going on right here. Just something for the fans. But you know, my waves came back. I mean, they never left, but you know, when you woofing, you like, oh man, where my waves going? Where are my waves? So, you know, I apologize. In my earlier videos, you couldn't really see them, but you know. Every video I'm gonna show y'all, run through a brush session just in case some people out there still don't know. And what I'm doing, I just started this. I'm gonna start to swirl my crown. I've been doing it for a week, and you can see it actually closing in. You can see it closing in if you look closely. But you basically brush in a circle the way your crown grows. But we gonna get into that later after my crown gets better and I achieve it. I can show you what I did to get to that level. But today we're going to be talking about pomades. See how it swirls in? You already know. Alright. Talk about pomade. First of all, a pomade is basically like an oil-like substance that helps your hair hold down, so when you put your do-rag on, after them 30 minutes, you take it off, it's going to be flat. Some people have frizzy hair, or it might be really hard to hold their hair down with their do-rag, so they add a pomade. It basically just makes it easier to hold your hair down. Right? Let me show you. We have two types of pomades. These are the two I know. 2 brands and 2 types. I'm going to get into that, right? These are the 2 brands. We got the Olive Pomade by Swiss Jordan. I think that's what it's called. This is like a creamy pomade. This is one type of pomade. It's real creamy. Put it on your hair. It feels almost like a moisturizer, but it adds a little bit of hold, a little bit of shine. Right? You put this on. Let me show you. Put this on. Put this on, and it'll hold that hair down. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go into. I had to fix my eyebrows real quick. I was just looking on the camera, and I was like, oh my God. Anyway, this is the second pomade. This is Wave Builder Super Wax Pomade. Extra holding power for hard to wave hair. Which, that makes no sense, because the curlier your hair is, the easier it is to wave. So, I guess I was fooled when I was buying this, but it does work. Right? Look at this. This is a thick pomade. That's the second kind of pomade. Really creamy, really thick. You put it on your head is going to be stuck. Like, it's going to stay down. You don't really need all that grease. So what I do, the way I use this pomade is, I get out the shower, put this on after I use my moisturizer. Like after I use my curling hands smoothie or my curling hands silk milk or whatever. Take this out, put on my head, brush it. And then when I get to my crown area, alright, let me show you. When I get to my crown area, I take a little bit of it, spread it around the edges. This is what I started doing. And I found out that it helps swirl my crown a little bit more. Now, to be honest, you don't need pomades, but they do help. If you find it that your hair is like hard to wave, as the wave builder said, get a pomade. But people say it's better to go natural. I think after my waves come in, you know, a little bit better, I'm not going to use any pomades at all, like ever, no pomades, you know. But we gonna see, we gonna get into it. Anyway, as I was saying, so you got pomades for different things. I use this just for my crown because it's the hardest part of anyone's hair to wave up. That's why I use the thick pomade. The thin pomade I just put on my head just for like a little compression. But you don't need pomades. What you need is a really good do-rag. You could use a So Many Waves cap do-rag and just put, like, after your 4th, 5th week, just put a stocking cap under it, or like I just start using the stocking cap right away because I hate the way, like, when you put a do-rag on, it feels like my hair is messing up in the process. So I just put the stocking cap on so I can fix it nice and neat how I want it to be. So, you know, got your pomade, olive pomade. There are other pomades like by Murray's pomade, Dax pomade. Those are like really good. The two most talked about brands, I guess you could say, are probably I guess, yeah, Cold Label Woofing Pomade. I'm going to get some of that and do a product review if you want. I'm probably going to do some product reviews on these too later. You know, just to put it on my head. Show you after I put the do-rag on. See how my hair look after, you know. Because that's how I do. Stay brushing. Stay brushing.